Hi, VencoreWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Thursday, March 26th. Warmer air is pushing into the I-95 corridor this morning. There will be a quick burst of milder conditions this afternoon. Temperatures should reach the low 70s in the D.C. metro region this afternoon, well up into the 60s in Philly to near 60 degrees in New York City. This change to warmer weather will be real short-lived, however. A strong cold front pushes into the I-95 corridor this evening with occasional showers and perhaps some scattered thunderstorms. Temperatures trend downward on Friday. That downward trend continues on Saturday. In fact, by Saturday, we'll be back in a period of winter-like cold, and snow showers can very well accompany this return to winter-like cold anytime from later tomorrow, and especially tomorrow night and on Saturday up and down the I-95 corridor. There will be lots of energy in the upper part of the atmosphere on Saturday, creating some unstable conditions, and it'll be cold enough for snow showers in D.C., Baltimore, Philadelphia, and New York City. Well, let's start off by looking at the current surface map. Warm front depicted here by NOAA right along the mid-Atlantic coastline. This is advancing to the north and northwest. Again, it'll spike in temperatures here in D.C., Philadelphia, New York City this afternoon. A spike, though, is a very quick burst, and indeed that is what will happen. The trend will turn this evening. It'll reverse and go downward on Friday, but this afternoon it could end up anywhere from 70 to 75 degrees in the D.C. metro region, perhaps 65 to 70 in southeastern Pennsylvania, and near 60 in the New York City region, ahead of a cold front. Here's the main batch of colder air that is destined to reach our area by tomorrow, and it'll really be felt by Saturday with winter-like cold temperatures way below normal on Saturday for late March, perhaps some 20 to 25 degrees below normal on Saturday. Again, the likelihood that that cold will be accompanied by some snow shower activity. This all dropping to the south and east. The main batch of showers and embedded thunderstorms associated with this front will cross the I-95 corridor this evening. Again, there can be occasional showers during the day, but much of the time will be rain-free. Certainly not a complete washout on Thursday today ahead of the cold front. In fact, there can even be some intervals of sunshine. We'll look at the radar in a moment. There is a batch of showers right now just to the south of the D.C. region that could reach that area by the latter part of the morning. And here's the latest radar loop from the Penn State EWAL site. Notice here this batch of showers developing here in right here in the southern part of Virginia, headed towards the D.C. metro region. There certainly can be some showers in and around the D.C. metro region from the mid to late morning hours. It does not mean it'll be a rainy day. In fact, once those showers pull out, there'll be periods of rain-free time this afternoon up and down the I-95 corridor. The main batch associated with this approaching cold frontal system is out here over the Ohio Valley. That'll also develop some thunderstorms, and that main batch of showers and embedded thunderstorms will cross the I-95 corridor late this afternoon, especially during the evening hours, perhaps between about 5 and 10 p.m. from D.C. to Philadelphia to New York City. Well, here's the latest GOES colorized infrared satellite imagery loop from the Penn State EWAL site. A couple things I want to point out. First of all, here's the development. You can see here these higher clouds associated with that developing area just to the south of the D.C. metro region, which is right in this area right here. Again, there can be showers, especially in the south and east side of the D.C. metro region from mid to late morning. That'll pull off. There'll be some rain-free time during the afternoon. Notice also here some patches of clear skies. There can be some sunny intervals, especially in southeastern Pennsylvania on down to D.C. over the next few hours. Will not be totally cloudy today, and it certainly will not be totally rainy. There can be an occasional shower, but much of the time will be rain-free. The main band of upper-level clouds here showing up as greens and yellows here associated with that approaching cold front, and that band of showers and embedded thunderstorms will cross our region late this afternoon, especially during the evening hours, again centered on the period maybe 5 to 10 p.m. from D.C. to New York City. Well, let's take a look at some computer forecast maps from last night's Zero-Z GFS model run. First, we'll focus in on the next 24 hours. This is the forecast map for early this afternoon will go in 6-hour increments to early Friday afternoon. By this afternoon, there'll be a little bit of a low pressure area developing along this frontal system. The frontal system will be in this area right here by early this afternoon. Not a heck of a lot of rainfall here in the I-95 corridor, maybe a little bit on the enhanced side across southeastern Pennsylvania, but again, only scattered showers over the next several hours, some rain-free time as well. And there can even be some sunny intervals. The main band of showers and embedded thunderstorms will be along the front and just behind the front, crossing our region early this evening. Let's now jump ahead 6 hours. And here's the forecast map for early this evening. By this time, that cold front just about along the I-95 corridor. Again, the main area of showers and thunderstorms along the front and just behind the front. So in our area here, it'll be 9-10 p.m. perhaps before we get out of this picture. In fact, this threat for showers will continue most of the night and into the early part of tomorrow, as this tends to slow down a little bit and waits for another push of colder air to push it along. So there'll be showers throughout much of the night and some embedded thunderstorms, especially during the evening hours, and that threat for showers will continue right in the early morning hours. Let's now jump ahead another 6 hours. And here we go. This is shortly after midnight. That cold frontal system now along the east coast here in the Mid-Atlantic region, but still some showers behind that frontal system. And again, the threat for showers will continue basically all night long. Best threat chance for some thunderstorm activity will be at the end of the day through the evening hours. And there can be some gusty thunderstorms in the southeastern portions of the Mid-Atlantic region. For example, Delmarva Peninsula, southern New Jersey, early tonight. And we'll keep an eye out for those as they could develop over the next several hours. Well, two more maps to focus in on here as we evolve through this cold frontal passage. This is the forecast map now for 6 hours later for tomorrow morning. Notice still some batch of precipitation here depicted by the GFS model, basically up and down the I-95 corridor. Lingering showers, definitely a good possibility early tomorrow as colder air slowly starts to filter in. Temperatures will probably peak early to the middle part of the day on Friday and then start to really tumble tomorrow afternoon. Let's now jump ahead another 6 hours. And here's the forecast map for early tomorrow afternoon. Still a little bit of precipitation here depicted by last night's GFS model run up and down the I-95 corridor. By this time, the colder air will be definitely more noticeable. The breeze will still be quite strong now out of the north to northwest. Can even be some snowflakes mixing in with any rain shower activity tomorrow afternoon and especially tomorrow night. Can be some snow showers up and down the I-95 corridor. Let's now jump ahead to the Saturday forecast map, because here's where we have a real threat for some snow shower activity along with winter-like cold conditions. Here's a surface forecast map for early Saturday afternoon. Cold air following along these isobars here. Our winds will be coming right out of the north into the I-95 corridor. Notice a good batch of precipitation outputted here by the last night's GFS model run. This is likely in the form of snow from D.C. to Baltimore, Philadelphia, New York City. Certainly can be some snow shower activity later Friday night and especially on the day Saturday, as it will be quite unstable in the upper part of the atmosphere. In fact, let's take a look at all the energy in the upper part of the atmosphere come Saturday. First, Friday night, this is the forecast map from last night's 0Z GFS model run for tomorrow night at 500 millibars. Quite an impressive trough here in the upper part of the atmosphere, just now starting to swing through the I-95 corridor. Again, it'll create some unstable conditions. The cold air will be in place by this time. Let's now jump ahead to Saturday morning. Here we go at 500 millibars Saturday morning, a very vigorous upper level trough sitting just to the west of the I-95 corridor, creating some upward motion here, some unstable conditions. Cold enough for any precipitation that falls at this time to be in the form of snow. Certainly the threat for some snow showers on Saturday. Finally, here's the forecast map at 500 millibars for Saturday evening. By this time, that main upper level low starts to shift to the east. Still a little bit of a trough hanging back to the west, but in general, conditions will start to quiet down Saturday night, and Sunday looks like a rather quiet day, but cold for this time of the year. The weekend as a whole will be way below normal for this time of the year, and that return to winter-like cold by tomorrow night and Saturday can very well be accompanied by some snow shower activity up and down the I-95 corridor. That's it for now. For VencoreWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.